Okay, so I had a request, and you know, ask and you shall receive on this channel. Finger crocheting. How do I do it? I actually found, like, by some random miracle, one video on YouTube about it. There might be more, and I'm just not looking for it under the right name. One video, and it was like I accidentally found it one day. So I was just like randomly browsing different dreadlock techniques, and I just stumbled across it one day. Could never find my way back to it. I have no idea what channel it was on. All the above. So I figure, since I can't, you know, like, hey, here's the person I found it from, I'll just let you guys know I did see it from another YouTube channel, and I can't find it. I tried to find it, but I can't find it. So this dreadlock, you see all these loose hairs like right around this dreadlock, and I've kind of been putting my fingers at the base of the dreadlock and finding like any pieces. Like this piece is from way up here. I'm trying to give you a good view. If it's not a good view, I'm sorry. So this piece goes to something up here. So I'm just gonna tuck it up in to the dreadlocks that I have tucked away, and just kind of try and keep it away while I'm working on this one, so it doesn't get incorporated, because it needs to go into a different one. So I have my 3 sections for a braid, right? Yes, I said a braid. It's all finger crocheting is. So you take 2 pieces of loose hair, preferably on either side of the dreadlock, but it really doesn't matter. You can just separate. Like if, for instance, this is all I have, I'll just separate it into 2 pieces. So, but since I have this one, use it. So just come over the dreadlock like you're doing a braid. Now, there's a piece of hair stuck in here, so instead of trying to get it to come out, I don't think it's going to come out very easy. Yeah, instead of trying to get it to come out, I'm just going to pull this piece of hair through the loop and just kind of keep that loop going. And it just depends on the dreadlock. If the ends stay loose, I'll mat them into my dreadlock. But if one of the ends stays a loop like that, I'll just let it stay tangled up on the dreadlock and just keep going through the loop. And then it did end up separating eventually. So I'll show you. If it didn't separate, I would have shoved the end through it, kind of like an interlock style, but without actually interlocking. And then, okay, so I did my braid all the way down the dreadlock. And just kind of, you know, make some tangles. See, it just made like a ball of tangles. And then palm roll that ball of tangles down to the dreadlock, and then it at least keeps everything in this area so that it can like start tangling back into the dreadlock. I noticed that when I do that, sometimes they'll like reincorporate down at the root, and that makes it easier for that section to like stay sectioned. Plus, then my dreadlocks look nice and neat for like a couple of days. It really doesn't last very long. It only really lasts until like I take a shower. But the matting that happens at the root lasts a lot longer. So let's see if we can find another one that's needing to be done before the wedding. Okay, this one's a good one. Okay, so first, the hard part about some of them is finding like which dreadlocks belong in. it's this one. Maybe not. Right here. So I didn't make 2 equal sections, so there's still a little bit of hair from the other section. And I pick up hair that's loose on the shaft as I go. Okay.
Mommy.
Yesy.
I want to say birthday.
Start and speed shots.
Oh.
Sorry, the race car stuff's so important. So this one, you can see like it's starting to mat at the root. See, it's only loose a certain way down. So this one, I'll just start lower and just keep. This one was only matted for like a second. So like every time I do this, it seems to mat in more. It's a really good example of how the roots start matting in first for my hair texture. Because, you know, I can't speak on everybody's hair texture. My shit's, like, not like any of the channels I researched. So, honestly, one of the reasons why I started my channel is because my hair is not like any of the textures of any of the people that were doing dreadlock channels. So, it's like that I could find before I started my dreadlocks. So, I was like, you know what? There's more people in this world that have hair texture like mine that want dreadlocks. Okay, I think you've probably noticed that like over here I've got this going. I don't even lie. This spot has a lot less hair than that one did. So I don't even know if I want to do it. Plus it's kind of hidden the way I wear my hair. But not when I do stuff like this. So I'll probably end up doing it eventually. I don't know. And this one's a special case because it's one of my Congos. And you know, I like to keep my Congos with multiple tails on them. So usually I'll do like, oh shit, I don't know if you even saw that. Let's go back. Okay, so usually what I'll do is I'll do a little braid around one and just kind of crisscross kind of thing, and then come back over to the other one and then just figure it back and forth. We're like keeping it tucked up though. And then I go back up to my braid, to the one single one, and I go up a notch. And I can keep my tail. Okay, so this is one that I braided. You can see it's starting to come out, but it's really not. It's kind of like braided, finger crocheted, whatever. Anyways, it's still there. So what I'm going to do is, can't remember who you said you saw do it, but Vickers, this is from you. When I have little tidbits on the end, I found that this method works. This method really doesn't work for anything else for me. I've kind of tried it out, like tightening my roots and stuff like that will work for a couple hours, but I noticed that with these little end bits, it really helps kind of like get it to lay down on my hair. And then after I do that, I'll do a little palm roll. And then that little bit that was sticking out isn't sticking out so bad. Again, this only lasts for like till I shower next. So I'm not going to end up putting too terribly long work into it. I mean, I already put damn near 15 minutes into it, but normally I wouldn't have spent this long. There's one in the back of my head, and the reason I have it is because I literally left a section undone somehow. By some magic, it just never got done. And somehow, by some magic, it never locked up. It was just really weird section. I don't know if it was like a poor sectioning where it unsectioned itself and it was its own section, or what. But can they see Mommy's dreadlock right here? This one I'm holding. Can they see the root of it? Yeah. So this one right here, I actually, as I brushed his hair, I would take any hair that came out of the brush and I made a false dreadlock out of his hair. And then that's like this right here is all that.
And you made my hair like this.
Yeah. And then I just attached it to like the little nub of a dread that was forming right there. And I keep finger crocheting the pieces into this one because it just wants to do its own thing. And that will be fine. Except for when it does its own thing. I have this fucking alfalfa thing sticking out of the back of my head. And it does this like doop, but it doesn't like blend in with my hair. So it just sticks out. And then has a little tail at the end.
Well, can I talk now?
So no. I had to do something with that.
Can I talk too?
What do you want to talk about?
Like you're talking about. I want to talk.
Do you want to talk about my dreadlocks?
No, my dreadlocks.
You don't have dreadlocks.
I wanted to talk about my hair, I mean.
Okay. What do you want to talk about your hair about?
Yeah, you go first, okay?
So I've been conditioning his hair. The wedding's coming up.
No, I wanted you to do that first. I will do it next.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just showing people your braids. I call these conditioning braids. They're just loose braids that are just kind of put in there to hold the conditioner. I take them out and brush and stuff like that. Every day, wash, recondition, that kind of thing.
My mom puts this.
I want them to be able to go wash and go for the wedding.
Mommy.
And
Mom, want to talk to me too.
You want to talk? You said for me to go first. Bless you. Anyways, I want to be able to go with a wash and go for the wedding.
And my mom puts this in my hair.
Is that all you want to say?
No.
Oh, what else do you want to say?
That. Put my head like right here, but that was an accident.
Yeah.
Like, why did it want to go to here? Why did it cover it?
Because that's where the camera is. Please stop.
Okay. My mom plays with me, and he braids my this and when I mess it up. I mean, mess up my hair. And when my mom messes it up, my mom doesn't mess her hair up. When I mess my hair up, so mommy be mad at me, and mommy just keeps braiding my hair.
And tell everybody, no kids sit still, so stop asking my mom how to get me to sit still.
Mom, I'm gonna put the picture in my mouth.
Why?
Because I wanted this it looks like a box, and I put it like that, saying my mouth, and they can hear me what I'm saying.
You're so silly.
And huh? Oh. Excuse me, everybody.